What's going on, guys? GorillaZo84 here with a different video. What we're going to do today is we're going to take the big threes company and bring them over to NBA 2K17, and I think we can win a championship with them pretty quickly. We're going to do an expansion draft, obviously, or an expansion league, obviously, and we're going to we have some targets in mind. We have some things that we're going to try to get done, and hopefully, like I said, maybe we can bring a championship to the big three league by way of NBA 2K17. So let's see what we can get done, and we'll jump right into it. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously, is just load in the load in the draft class for next season. But whatever, who cares? The target in this, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, is Lonzo Ball. What I want to do, what my plan is in my head, is to get 2 draft picks, a top 5 pick from whoever, however, to go for our point guard of the future, who's going to lead the team to the promised land. Right? In my mind, I have Lonzo Ball. The reason why I want to go with Lonzo Ball is because of his obvious assist abilities. Because I'm going to try to surround him with shooters. They probably won't be big names. This is an expansion, so it's going to be a little difficult to get players to come here, but we will try. But these are the 2 that we're really going after in this season. That's going to be Lonzo Ball and Lauri Markkanen. Hopefully we can make that happen because I really see that as being the future for the team. So let's see how that goes out for us. Cool thing here is that we made the playoffs. Our first year in, we brought in, pause the video throughout because this isn't, with this one, I'm going to do more explaining than anything. So you may not, I may not talk about everything that's going on screen, but for sure, pause it if you see something that looks crazy to you or whatever. Leave it in the comment. Let's talk about it. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe it's something we if it doesn't work, address it in future builds, whatever the case may be. But right now, we're really going for what we want, right? We're gonna fill up the coaching staff. We're gonna fire this guy. I really feel like firing him, going after maybe Steve Kerr. All of this staff signings and all that's pretty easy. It was really cool to make the playoffs that first year. It wasn't something that I expected to happen. I was really actually hoping that we would tank, so that way that early pick would fall to us and we wouldn't have to do a lot of work for it. But I feel like we're going to have to work to get up to well, obviously we're going to have to, because one, we don't have a number of star talent that we would be willing to move, because again, this is something where I want to bring a championship back quickly. So the better, the more we can hang on to, the better. So you'll see, this will probably be the only year that we really build in the draft, because again, we're really trying to get talent in it, so we can get a championship quick. Once we sign all our guys here, we'll take a look at the next steps. But again, the way I see it, if we can get Lonzo Ball, a Porzingis type guy, for him to pass it off to, and then enough supporting defenders and shooters around them, with depth on the bench, I think we'd be able to get something real positive out of this. So hopefully that works according to plan, but we'll see. I don't have a backup plan for Markkanen, but Fultz, De'Aaron Fox, whoever the case may be, I think we'll be safer. I think point guard will be okay regardless of how the cookie crumbles. But Lauri Markkanen, I want the guy. I want him on the team. So let's see how the draft goes. Hopefully we can bring him in. Hopefully we can get it done. So let's see if the Kings who the Kings take. Do they do it? Okay, they took Fultz. So that will free us up with the number 2 overall pick that we got via trade. And we are going to take Lonzo Ball here, or Lonzo Ball, excuse me. We're going to take him here, number 2. And so far, plan is working so far. I don't know if we even caught it, because I know I cut down a lot of this stuff, but we gave up a lot for this number 2 pick. So, and again, with this being a shorter rebuild, we're trying to bring in the stars that we can bring in, but then free agency for everything else. So hopefully that works out for us, and Lonzo Ball is going to be our guy. So we got Lonzo. Issue is we're not getting marketing. So I had to look around for hopefully a good backup plan to that. This is the guy that I think will get it done for us. Okay. Hopefully I'm right about it, but I think this is the guy that will fill that role for us as best as someone who's not marketing can. And then in the second round, I spotted this guy. He's a pure shooter. I mean, 20 of 25 from a standing 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring him in, and he's going to be one of our shooters. We're going to groom throughout this thing, and hopefully these 3 can take us to the promised land. Hopefully. Now, after this whole thing is all said and done, we make the playoffs yet again. Lonzo Ball, Rookie of the Year, as you see there. Another expansion team to make it even. They got a guy up in there. Lonzo Ball. So the plan seems to be working. Okay, made the playoffs, second year in existence in the league, which is nice. Lonzo Ball, all NBA second team, which is nice. I believe he's all defensive second team as well, which is great. So I'm happy with the Lonzo pick. The other guys have not been. They have been terrific, actually. Our power forward, I can't pronounce the guy's name, but he's been putting up shots. He's been scoring for us. He is a good option for us so far, and I just see the growth there. Our shooter, what was his name? Dotson. He's not getting minutes, and during the course of this whole thing, I had to play around with how the coaches handle substitutions, rotations, so on and so forth, to get the lineup the way I actually wanted it. So here we are in the playoffs against the Bulls here. Let's see how we do. I would imagine we would get out of it, but then again, we got a lot of young guys, and they've got some people that have at least been in the league before, for a while. So with the big 3 expansion being so, kind of grab what you can, put together the best kind of thing you can, and make a run for it. I'm pretty satisfied with the production. 2 years in, 2 years in the playoffs. We haven't missed a postseason. Our first draft pick, Rookie of the Year. I'm okay with that. So let's see. Hopefully we can continue this through. Hopefully we can get a championship out of this year. That would be great. Otherwise, we're going to keep pushing. Hopefully sign a couple of key pieces. Let's see how it goes. All right. So we beat the mess out of the Bulls here. Hopefully we can get through. Looks like we will do just that. So I'm not mad there. Hopefully, we got the Wizards. Let's see what the Wizards want to do. But again, so the plan here to get the plan for the final season, because I believe in this video I did mess up the The draft class, I brought in 2018 again, and instead of fixing it, I just said, you know what, we're just going to make this all or nothing. With that being said, the plan is to make Dotson, Oboye, however you pronounce the guy's name. I'm sure I butchered it. I'm sure I was completely wrong, but that dude and Ball are going to be our three starters. Regardless of overall, they are our starters, and we're going to push forward. So right now, it looks like we did make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So let's see if we can get a championship here in the second season. 1-1. Check the stats here if you'd like. Looks like some people are putting up some numbers, so I'm okay with that, but we'll see. The 76er squad goes up 2-1, 3-1. Is this it? And we are gone. Okay, so now it's time to work. Our guys, I think, did well. We're gonna add a couple of pieces. We're really gonna re-sign a lot of people. The team is gonna look pretty much the same. There's a couple of additions that I brought in just to fill a roster, but they're really not gonna get any real time. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of sim through the rest of the season and see what we can do. Rookie of the year. Again, we didn't have any rookies or anything like that. We weren't really big on awards. We didn't win too many. Lonzo Ball did represent the hell out of the team for us, and that's awesome. But as far as anybody else, not really. But our guys have been performing. We have a pretty good record. I can't even see it. But 56-26. I'll take it. So what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully blow through these playoffs. Hopefully we can make a championship run the final season in this rebuild. So let's or this expansion. So let's see how it plays out. Looks like we're taking care of the Raptors. 4-1. We beat them. Absolutely beat them in 5. The Heat come out strong. Very strong. Don't do me like this. Please don't do me like this. Okay. What do we got going here? I'm nervous. Okay. Okay, tied up. Let's go. Okay, and let's move on. Let's just leave everything as it is. Oh, game. Okay. And we move it. Okay. In the rebuilds, one of the things that I'm going to do is just simulate in championship game 7s if necessary. Otherwise, back to the drawing board. So far, so good. The team has fought it out, has gotten us back to the Eastern Conference and into the finals where we almost sweep the Cavs, but it's okay because we're in the finals in our final year, and who are we going to go up against? Dotson. Yeah, see, these guys stepped up for us. Very much so. So we got the Pelicans. All right. So the Pelicans versus Threes Company. Let's get it done. Let's get this championship. Let's bring it home. Are we going to sweep these dudes? Are we going to sweep it? In 3 years, are we going to sweep a finals? Is that what's going to happen? Okay, we didn't get the sweep, but I think we're getting the championship, and we do. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Threes Company, NBA Finals champions. Greg Monroe was actually the MVP, but you know what? It doesn't matter because the Big Three and Threes Company got it done in NBA 2K17. The expansion, we got it done in 3 years with Lonzo Ball. We couldn't get Markkanen, but we ended up with Oboye, whatever, and Dotson. Those three became the figureheads of the team, which got it done in 3 seasons. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe if you do, and I hope to see you in the next one.